Hi everybody, it's Love of Reborns 13 here, and my little Gertie girl. So I wanted to share Gertie with you guys during this video. Gertie is the Coco Malu Edition 1 sculpt by Elisa Marks. She is just, I'm sorry, I'm like going speechless. Every time I look at this doll, her little face, her little dimples, it just melts my heart. So to tell you a little bit about this sculpt, she does have 3/4 arms. So just in case for those who don't know, the vinyl goes to here, and then the rest is the cloth for her arms, and then she's got full vinyl legs. There is an edition 2. She is the edition 1. And if you'd actually, the edition 2 is different than the edition 1. There's some similarities, but definitely there's differences. So if you'd like to see the differences, weebiedolls over on YouTube, amazing artist, by the way, she did a comparison video a while back on her channel comparing the two. So if you're curious to see that, definitely check that one out. That's how I learned about the 2 editions and figuring out which one I wanted. So thank you, Wendy, for doing that video. So when I first started in the hobby, I had different reborns than the collection I currently have. And I started really researching different sculpts, and I noticed some big time YouTubers had the Coco Malu. And when I first got a view of the Coco Malu, I was just blown away. I thought she was the cutest thing in the whole wide world, and I had to have her. So I, tried looking around for one that fit me. And with the edition 1, the edition 1 is no longer made unless you can find a blank kit somebody's selling, or if an artist had the kit and then they decide to reborn it. You can't just randomly get it. Like you can't get it on the site or anything like that. So you have to kind of find it secondhand. So I really looked around for one I wanted, and I really had a vision in mind of what I wanted. And I just thought maybe I was never going to get it. And then I joined some Facebook reborn sale groups, and all of a sudden, this little one was on one of them. And I actually talked to the person who was selling her, and I adopted her. So what I wanted to talk about in regards to that story, I thought it'd be a really cool topic, especially like if you're new to the hobby, how you can get to know people in the hobby and how you can build connections, whether they're going to be, you become best friends with somebody, or, maybe you just make acquaintances, but how you can get to know people. And Gertie is one of the ways I got to get to know actually a very good friend of mine. She's over on Instagram, amazing collector. She has an amazing collection, Reborn Smiles of Joy. And she and I talk all the time, but I got to know her just simply by messaging her about Coco, and we just kind of kept chatting about our collections, and we shared, what doll she had, and she has such an amazing collection, and at the time I was brand new. It was just really cool to talk to somebody who had been in the hobby and really knew the ropes. So that's how I made a really good friend, just by adopting Coco or Gertie and just talking, which was really nice. And, sometimes you might do that and maybe you don't hit it off the person, and sometimes you will. One of the first people I made connections with, who I'm still very good friends with, when I first got my first reborn, and actually several after, is an artist. Her name is Jeannie Coy. She sells over at the reborns.com site, and her nursery name is ABB4U Nursery. And we just kept corresponding even after I got my first doll. And it was to the point where when we would email so much that apparently there's a certain amount of replies you can do on one email thread. So we have constantly had to redo email threads because we talked about family and everything, and we just gotten to be really close. So that was just talking to an artist and, asking questions, and you kind of hit it off. So that's another way to meet people is when you're looking into that, just talking to them. Honestly, I know that sounds so silly, like, duh, you gotta talk to people, but, for me at first, I wasn't very comfortable telling people I'm into the hobby, and my close friends don't know, just because I felt like not saying anything. And so it was really nice, and it was a way for me to open up and get to know people that I had never met. So really just chatting is just like a really good way. I've also met people who I've sold the people I've sold a couple of my reborns to. I've kept in touch with a lot of them, and I've made friendships with them. So that's another way. But really, honestly, it's just chatting with people. But so Gertie was my first way of meeting my good friend, who then introduced me to other people who now I've become friends with. And it's just, yeah, it just kind of happens. She's the one who had told me from the get-go, you should really consider making an Instagram account, just for your reborns. And, you don't have to put your face on there or anything like that, but just to do it. And I'm like, okay, that's fun. Like, I love my dolls. I love sharing my dolls. So I was like, yeah, cool, whatever, I'll do that. And I met people that way too. And so I think if you could do something like that where you feel comfortable doing it, it's such a great way to meet people in the community. So if you can get yourself an Instagram account just for your reborns, like I have my personal one and then I have one for my reborns. That's another way I met people, and I'm still continuing to. So just another kind of suggestion would be to do something like that. But yeah, so this doll means a ton to me. One, because it's the Coco Malu, and I really wanted that. And this is the exact vision of the Coco Malu I wanted. So, and I love her light brown hair, and just, oh my gosh, she's just so cute. But yeah, so she's special to me that way, and she's also special because that's how I got to meet my good friends. So, she is, I can definitely say this doll is going to be with me for a very long time, if not forever. I know that's taboo to say that, but really, I just absolutely adore her. So yeah, so that was about it. So I hope everybody is having a great day or night, depending on where you live. For me, it's nighttime, and I look forward to showing you guys the next couple of dolls. And it'd be really cool, actually, if you'd like, in the comments, if you want to share, it'd be really cool to get perspectives on how you met people in the community or how you've built connections. Would love to hear how other people, their experiences, and how, if they use different social media sites for that. And, that'd be great for all of us to share that. So anyway, here's Gertie. And again, I gotta hold her after I hang this up because she's just so cute. But anyway, I will chat with you all soon, and yeah, see you guys later. Bye.